Chris, a few years back, I asked you, you're called the Medicine Hunter.
Right.
And you spend great deals of time in all sorts of places around the world. You're on Fox News, and you're always talking about something that someone may never have heard about, is very efficacious to a particular group of people and should be studied further. Can you tell me why these ingredients tend to have such potent impact on the people that are using them now and what they can do for those of us who have never heard of them?
Well, you get about 50,000 plants that are being used as medicines around the world. And many of them are quite powerful. When I say powerful, they may be powerful in their antioxidant activity, their anti-inflammatory activity. They may be digestive stimulants. They may help to kill bacteria that might otherwise cause illness. You know, plants over many hundreds of millions of years have developed sophisticated mechanisms for protecting themselves. And a lot of the compounds that plants express in their growth to protect themselves from, you know, heat, light, air, moisture, time, fungus, insects, whatever, those compounds are often highly beneficial to us when we consume them or apply them topically. And this is because we've co-evolved with plants. You know, we don't just breathe the oxygen that they put out, but we also consume the nutrients that they produce. You know, plants have what are called primary metabolites, and that's going to be your protein, your carbohydrates, your fats. But then they also have these secondary metabolites, which are alkaloids and antioxidant compounds and all other kinds of things. So we have this very, very close relationship with plants. So there are remedies that have been used by traditional people for a long time that we're just learning about because we can't know them all. And some of them are extremely powerful healers, exactly because these plants have developed sophisticated ways of surviving, sometimes in very, very harsh environments.
So would you say then that the native people that use these plants on a scale are probably more healthy than a lot of us are?
I would say that many native populations are healthier in terms of certain types of diseases. Native populations are going to suffer more from untreated injuries because they don't necessarily have the ability to get medical care promptly. They're going to suffer diseases of hygiene that for the most part we don't have to deal with because we have good hygiene. But when it comes to chronic degenerative diseases, especially the ones caused by overconsumption, diabetes, I mean type 2 diabetes springs to mind, they are less likely to have those. The diseases that come from eating a largely nutrient deficient, highly processed food diet, they're not likely to have those. But as influence from outside changes native cultures and changes their habits and changes their access to food, they are developing these problems. So yes, native people may historically suffer fewer of the sort of diseases of development, but they're catching up with us. They're catching up with us.
So basically, you not only scout out those ingredients that might be of value to us, you also take a close look at what's going on with the environment that could be some sort of indication for us as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're not separate from our natural environment. I think there are still people, policymakers, who'd like to imagine that we are, but I mean, this is our home. And our environment is badly enough damaged that I like to use an analogy. It's like we're sitting in the living room watching television while our bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, and garage are burning to the ground, okay? We are doing absolutely horrific things to the natural environment. And I see this. I'm traveling to these places. I'm not getting this information secondhand. I see the destruction of the reefs. I see the pollution caused by, you know, billions of people in concentrated areas. So we have a lot of challenges. You know, in terms of healing, the idea really is to provide safe, effective, natural remedies that help people's health. help to protect natural environment at the same time, you know, not badly damage the environment in the pursuit of getting these natural remedies, and also find ways to work with native populations so that they can survive, thrive, prosper, and stay in these environments instead of, say, moving to the city and becoming taxi drivers or busboys and chambermaids in somebody else's dream.
Real quickly before we leave, tell us how we can access you on Fox.
Well, I'm doing regular television and webcast pieces with Fox now, and I also have a weekly column. So you can, if you watch Fox television, they don't say at a specific time the segment that I did on, let's say, pain relieving herbs is going to be on, but they run these in rotation. If you're a Fox watcher, you'll see me on there, mostly with Dr. Manny Alvarez, who's their medical doctor. But you can also go to foxnews.com, click on the Health tab, and you'll see on the right there's a small list, group of columnists with photographs, and my photo's there as the medicine hunter. Click on that, and you've got access to the whole archive of the articles that I do for Fox on a weekly basis.
I would recommend to anyone that they go to Fox, look you up, and listen to what you have to say, because it's very important.
Thanks a lot.